At a young age, my faith was not very strong and I actually did not have any. Like many others, I questioned the existence of a higher being. I had doubts, yet I tried to keep an open mind at the same time. I wondered if maybe, just maybe, there was a higher deity out there that brought us into creation and could take us out, but my rationality shot down those ideas fairly quickly and led me to deny them. It wasn't until the 6th grade that I found Christianity, and more specifically, Methodism. I've still always had doubts, considering that at one point I was an atheist, which is defined by Merriam-Webster as a person who does not believe in the existence of a god or any gods. Atheism is the root of my faith. Through the journey of my faith, I've still had doubts, which brings me back to my start as being an atheist. Atheism led me to find God because I felt like there was something missing in my life. I have the credibility to speak on the concept of atheism because I've been one. It took months of contemplating, researching, and reaching out to others to actually convert. It's completely fine to be an atheist in today's culture. I'm sure that many of you or someone you know is an atheist. Today, in today's speech, I will be either introducing you to the concept of atheism or bettering your knowledge on the subject. In this speech, I will talk about the actual concept of atheism, the difference between atheism and agnosticism, and atheism in today's culture. To start off, what is atheism really? The concept of atheism. Atheism is not a religion. Contrary to popular belief, atheism is actually not defined as a religion. It is protected under many of the constitutional rights that protect other religions. However, this does not submit atheism to be defined as a religion. Rather, the rejection of spiritual beings is just protected like other religions. Atheism could be defined as a belief, but it's more complicated than that. Simply put, atheism is the belief that there is no God or any gods, or the rejection of gods. However, like I stated in the last point, atheism is not a religion, so therefore it cannot be a belief. Atheism is a rejection of the belief of spiritual beings. So what is the correct definition of atheism? The correct definitions of atheism. There are many correct definitions of atheism out there, but there are two notable ones that are almost always referenced by philosophers. The first is that atheism is a proposition that God does not exist. The second is that atheism is a psychological state, the state of rejecting the existence of a god or any gods. Now that you know the correct definitions of atheism, I'm going to distinguish atheism from agnosticism and the confusion that comes with them. The difference between atheism and agnosticism. First, we need to understand what an agnostic actually is. An agnostic is any person who does not claim to know if God is real or not because we as humans do not possess the intellect or resources to understand the metaphysical realm, the spiritual world. Atheism or agnosticism is basically the theory of knowledge. So now let's get into the actual differences between atheism and agnosticism. Agnostics do not believe to know what is true or what is not, so they don't know if God is real or is not. Atheists firmly believe that there is no God or any gods. Atheism and agnosticism clearly are not the same, and if you don't know what you are, maybe now you do. However, this last point may change your outlook on atheism. Atheism in today's culture. About 10% of Americans claim to be atheist, while 450 to 500 million worldwide claim to be. Atheism began to rise in America because other religions, like Christianity, became more politically active. The other rise of atheism in today's America began in the 1990s with the end of the Cold War and the beginning of radical Islamic terrorism. Atheism is more accepted now than ever, and it continues to rise in popularity today. Now, let's take a look back on the concept of atheism, and if you've learned anything, fingers crossed. Today, I discussed with y'all atheism, the concept of atheism versus agnosticism, and atheism in today's culture. Now, if you meet someone and find out that they're an atheist, you can more fully converse with them about the subject. You can understand why they may be an atheist, how they fit into the culture, or just understand their beliefs. Most importantly, however, you understand that they're a human being just like you. They do and have the right to believe in whatever they want.